Teacher Talking Sports. What it does, what it do, how we live. And I don't know about you, but I'm someone who just reads mock draft after mock draft, whether it's ESPN's Mel Kiper, Jordan Reed, Matt Miller, the Athletics mock drafts. I'm just constantly reading mock drafts, and one thing is for certain, they're never going to get it completely right. Hard to project trades that are going to occur, which they are going to occur. But it's just something to learn more about the prospects and how these draft experts feel about them. Well, the New York Giants are picking third in the draft, and there's definitely not a consensus as to who they're going to take. Yes, they signed Russell Wilson and Jameis Winston in free agency, but neither of those are long-term guys that will play at the position. So they still need that long-term quarterback for sure. So a lot of them got them taking Shedeur Sanders third overall. Of course, the Titans will be taking likely Cam Ward with the first overall pick. But Abdul Carter is seen as one of the top prospects in the 2025 NFL Draft. A lot of people rank him as the number one overall prospect. Doesn't mean they think he's going to be drafted number one, just, the highest rated prospect in this year's draft. And while he didn't flat out say it, Abdul Carter probably thinks he's going to get drafted by the Giants, my guess. So we see Ian Rappaport wrote, on his tweet, Ian Rappaport of NFL Network. So Abdul Carter, you see, posts a picture on his X page of the great Lawrence Taylor. Many people see him as the best defensive player in NFL history. Played his whole career with the New York Giants. And under his picture, we see here a quote from former owner Wellington Mara. Once a Giant, always a Giant. So, just by seeing that, you have to assume that Abdul Carter believes he will be selected by the New York Giants with that third overall pick. When you've been as bad as the Giants have been, it's hard to just draft by need, rather than just the best overall prospect. And, the Giants' defensive line, of course, they made that trade for Brian Burns last offseason, paid him a huge sum of money. Kayvon Thibodeau was drafted in the first round, and his fifth-year option, the Giants are going to have to decide whether to accept or decline that. In his second year at double-digit sacks, his first and third seasons have kind of left fans wanting more. It hasn't been, a complete struggle, but hasn't had the sack totals that he did in his sophomore season. But, with that Burns, Thibodeau, and of course Dexter Lawrence on the defensive line, you have to wonder if that's their biggest need. But again, when you've been as bad as the Giants, you really shouldn't draft just by need. And Abdul Carter, of course, is an absolute beast. You see his last year at Penn State, led the league in tackles for loss, 24 tackles for loss, 12 sacks. Of course, an All-American. Penn State made the college football playoff. Unfortunately, lost in the semifinals, but Abdul Carter definitely had a dominant season, and again, is on top many big boards for NFL teams. And guess he believes that the Giants are going to take him. I mean, it was a couple months ago that Shedeur Sanders had a video with him, I believe, wearing New York Giants cleats, believing that he would be drafted by the Giants. Now, again, this was a couple months ago. I don't even know if the draft order was confirmed at the time. It wasn't, because I remember the Giants at the time had the number one overall pick. Of course, they did beat the Indianapolis Colts when Drew Lock had the game of his life, and that win main reason why they dropped from the first overall pick to third. But yes, what are your thoughts? Are the Giants going to draft Abdul Carter? I mean, again, Cam Ward likely to go number one to the Titans. Who is going to go number two? The Cleveland Browns. Will they take Travis Hunter? They did sign Joe Flacco today, so does that take them out of the Shador Sanders running? But yeah, Abdul Carter apparently believes that he will be drafted by the Giants, posting a picture of the great Lawrence Taylor. Now, a lot of people have compared Carter to another former Penn State guy. I'm talking about the Dallas Cowboys, Micah Parsons. But yeah, would it be the right move for the Giants to take Carter if he is available third, or should they take Sanders? Anyhow, don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.